So my name is Ernestine Chaco, and I am from New Mexico. I am Navajo, and I grew up on a reservation. I went to college at Swarthmore College in Pennsylvania. I majored in chemistry. I love science. That was, I guess, where the passion for medicine came from, which is I love science so much. And I also love working in community. I love doing a lot of community work. I did work in Canada with a bunch of reservation students. It's like a youth group kind of community service where we went out and did sports with people in the community. And this community that we worked in was it was very hard to work in. A lot of the kids there struggled with a lot of issues of suicide. There was a lot of issues of alcoholism. There was a lot of just really hard issues in this community. And I think that was the first time that I felt like I wanted to help a community. Being a doctor would be the best for me because that would combine science and that would combine my love of being in community and wanting to contribute. And so I started exploring that career and I started shadowing doctors, and I saw that there was a lot of power in medicine in terms of contributing not only on an individual basis, but I could contribute to a whole community, which is something really powerful. And so I just decided to pursue medicine because of that, and I, ended up in the Master's in Medical Science program. So I needed to figure out a game plan of how I was going to make myself more competitive. And so since I've already taken all my prerequisites for medical school, I needed to do something more than that. So that's when I started researching master's programs. So there was one in Indiana, there was one in Chicago, there's one in Ohio. There's tons of different programs in the United States that offer this master's in medical sciences or master's in physiology. But the thing that I felt sort of separated this program from all the other programs was it's targeting students that are from disadvantaged economically and educationally background, which is what I sort of fulfill, because my parents didn't go to college. My parents didn't go to college. I grew up very poor. I grew up on TANF. I grew up on food stamps. I grew up on dirt floors. So I grew up very poor, and so I felt this program would be able to understand a lot of the barriers that I had to overcome to become, to finish my college and to go into medical school. I took physiology, I took pharmacology, genetics, all these classes that I felt like I was not strong in, like I could take it. And the thing I thought was really good is that it spanned over 2 years. And so, we didn't take like all the first year medical school classes in 1 year. We took some of them, but then the whole 2 years, you take basically the whole first year. And so you can take time learning the material. I think the first semester where we took multiple classes at once was really helpful because then I could see where my weaknesses were. So in terms of understanding basic material, so I would start from there. And for example, histology class was very time consuming, but I put the effort in and I drew a lot of pictures. I started from scratch, and I felt like going through that whole process of that class really helped me to give me a huge grounding for everything else. Like all the immuno that I learned in histo was in immunology. A lot of the anatomy that I learned, I used in anatomy class, I used in neuroanatomy. So it's just like seeing that one class open all these doors for me to understand the other classes, I think was just amazing. And also that I understood was even amazing. And I think that was really powerful for me, going from making C's and, barely B's in biology to making A's. Like that was a huge, I think, confidence booster. When you come into this program, everyone is different. Everyone has a different story. Somebody might have a better MCAT than you. Somebody might have a better GPA than you. Somebody might have more strength in anatomy than you. So everyone's different. And so when you come in, it can be overwhelming because, you come into this class with people that are coming from different walks of earth. Some are graduated just out of college. Some of them took 5 years off. Some of them are parents. So it's just, I feel like when you come to this program, like you should be focusing on your journey. What are my weaknesses and how can I work on that? This program is not like going to be, how how can I say this? It's not going to be 100% absolute sure that you're going to get into medical school, you know, but what this program does is it gives you the best shot that you can, and learning how to look at yourself, I think, is a huge key important. Being successful in this program is being able to look at yourself and seeing your own weaknesses and try to work on that.